Give them something to drink! To the cliffs!
Hell of a good start.
Persian cowards! What the hell are you laughing?
You had to say it.
What?
Fight in the shade.
Recover!
Hey, Shalom. All praises to Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Bashem, Rakakodash. And double honors to you, brothers that's in the spirit. And peace to you, sincere brothers out there, the true house of David. Basically, it's to the cliffs with you corrupt men out there. And in these last days, man, the corruption level is high with everything, with the world, with everything, and even so much as this truth. And the Lord, he sees you guys. He sees you guys, man. And the Lord is against you, men out there. He's really against you guys. A lot of you guys, you're not even in the spirit of the Lord. You're in another wicked spirit. That's why the Lord said, with their heart, they worship me. With their mouth, they worship me, but their heart is far from the Lord. A lot of these men, their hearts are far from the Lord, man. And we're dealing with a wicked generation which seeketh for a sign. And these are what the Lord and what the prophets have, that they let us know this already. You know, the scriptures and the men before us, they let us know that that our people are wicked, man. Rebellious nation. The scriptures say lying children. That they will not see or hear the mouth of the prophets, but they will hear their own fucking they want to hear the smooth things, which when you can't go into character building or building your faith up, and men say that they're letting you know the things to come. Men are trying to feed on the fear of men. They're feeding on the fear of men. And what you have to understand is the majority of men in this truth, they talk a good talk. But as the Lord told you in the book of Isaiah, that their heart is actually far from the Lord. The man's heart is wicked in these last times. And what we see with this truth is, truthfully, what's happening. And a lot of guys that's in this truth, they don't even understand what's going on either. They don't have any clue because they've been taught, they thought they've been taught Yahawashi and the ways of Yahawashi. Actually, they've been taught the something totally different from Yahawashi. So you guys is telling you about Yahawashi, but they're not coming in his spirit. They're in a whole nother spirit, man. And it's a cunningly devised plan. That's why we say it's to the cliffs with you guys, because what's happening in these last days, you have guys teaching this truth, but they're teaching it in a way where you should fear the things to come. And the Lord said, don't fear anything. Don't have any fucking fear. And that's what's happening in these last days. You have corrupt men that they are sealed for destruction, and what their plans to do is to corrupt as many people as they can. And these men seek deep to hide their counsel. They are what they've done is they've erred away from the scriptures, and they're not in Yahawashi's spirit. That's why they would tell you that they are not in the covenant with the Lord. That just means that they're not in the covenant or in an agreement with Yahawashi, because they're against Yahawashi. That is what they're telling you. And they tell you they're of the world because they tell you they're great and they have 100% this. So they tell you they're 100% of the world. That's what they're telling you. When they say they're 100% of the truth, they're 100% of the world. And a lot of these guys, they're working for Esau. They're trying to get you scared of what's to come. Because once they get you scared of Esau, then you're out of the spirit. See, they say believe in the Lord and they say all praises to the Lord, but the Lord is far from their ass. And what they think is they're hiding that secret counsel that they have. That's why we say they haven't made a covenant with the Lord. They've made a covenant with death. That's what they've made a covenant with. And Isaiah chapter 28, Isaiah chapter 29, it lets you know our people. And the Lord's always been talking about Jerusalem. It's been about Jerusalem, and it wasn't about Esau in the Old Testament. It was about Jerusalem going off. And when Jerusalem went off, he brought these other nations. And what these other nations did, they conquered our people, and our people fell totally under the wicked subjection. It's the same thing right now with this truth. This truth has been hijacked and taken over by the powers that be. And you have the same wicked old scribe, elderly Pharisees and wicked men from the ancient times. They're all back, and they're all working together with this devil to destroy as many as possible, to keep you an enemy against the Holy Spirit. Because with the Holy Spirit, you're free. You're free. But what did the Lord tell you real quick? Let's go to Matthew's, man, before we get into this lesson. Because it's to the cliffs with these guys, and we see exactly what they're doing. They're keeping you in fear of this world, and they're not teaching you Yahawashi because they're not of Yahawashi. That's why they say they're not in the covenant, because they're not in agreement with Yahawashi. The scriptures say, can two walk together except they be agreed? And what's happening is, what you're seeing is a lot of these men, they don't agree with Yahawashi. These motherfuckers, a lot of guys, they have waxed old in their fucking ways. And just like Eli, he became old and he couldn't judge his son properly. That's what's happening now. Men have fallen in subjection to this world because this world have overcome their ass. They can't even tell their men to go to the highways. They can't tell them men to stop adding and taking away from the word. They can't judge men and see who's the wicked. They can't actually, they're not even in the spirit of Yahawashi or the prophets. You're in a time where guys have been totally hijacked and corrupt, and they're only in the spirit of information and giving you data and fear. And what the majority of our people, they're going to flock to are the murderers. They're going to flock to the murderers. They're going to flock to the liars. They say to the sea, see not, prophesy unto us smooth things. So the smooth things are the things of this world, like prophecy. That prophecies are smoother than the heavier matters of the law. The heavier matters of the law let you know, like, pretty much everybody is an enemy of the Lord except for a few men. But these guys make it seem like it's the wide gate is the way to go, where the fame is, when it's total opposite of that. Now, Matthew chapter 10, verse 28, and fear not them which kill the body, because that's what they're teaching. They're teaching for you to fear Esau, and they care about what guys think in the black unconscious community. all these things let you know that men that's teaching the word and they say they come in the spirit of Yahawashi, that they're in the flesh. And they're leading a lot of their men in the flesh. And they're not in the spirit. I'm telling you, these old guys, they got tricks up their sleeve, but they cannot trick the Holy Spirit. You see what I'm saying? But if you're not in the spirit, then they're going to trick you, man. They got you. That's why you have to be in the spirit. When you're in the spirit, you could see. These old men and all these fucking guys, these elderlies and these old, the elderly, they know how to play tricks and keep you feared in the flesh because they're in the flesh. And they're through. And then they try to talk about Yahawashi like it's about Yahawashi. It's not about Yahawashi. It's about you worshiping in them. Now, Matthew chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. You see that? So you can't fear whatever this devil's got planned, or whatever whatever these devils are gonna do. That's why I went on one of their elders videos, because what they're going into is to keep you in fear. They're not going into having faith in the Lord because they don't have faith in the Lord. That's why they say, hey, we're not in the new covenant, because they're not in an agreement. They don't agree with the Lord. They're against the Lord like they were in the ancient times when the Lord came. Guys were against the Lord, man. They were against the Lord. Every chance that they wanted to try to kill the Lord, but they couldn't. Verse 29, are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? But the very hairs of your hairs are all numbered. So everything is up to what the Lord wants. The Lord is who you should fear at the end of the day. Not none of these men are Esau like these guys. They're in the flesh, so they fear Esau. They're not in the spirit. The spirit and the flesh are total opposites. They're at war with each other. That's why we say we're at war with you guys in the flesh, us brothers that's in the spirit. Because when you're in the flesh, you're going to be great in the flesh. You're going to have the following of the flesh. The flesh is going to be where your rest is. But our rest is in the spirit with Yahawashi. So we're at war. So it's to the cliffs with you motherfuckers. All you carnal motherfuckers, man. These old guys. They're not in the spirit anymore. The world has taken guys over. And you guys following these guys, that is the wide gate, according to Matthew chapter 7. That's the gate that's going to lead your ass to destruction. You forget that second Esdras tells you that each man is going to have to walk this line by himself, one at a time. Now it says, fear ye not, therefore, ye are more valued than many sparrows. Whosoever shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father in heaven. And so, guys that's denying the Lord, they're coming in another spirit. They say they love the Lord, but their heart is far from the Lord. As the scriptures tell you in Isaiah, which the Lord got that from Isaiah in the Old Testament. Because it's the same thing. When the Lord came on the scene, it was the same shit. Guys will give all praises to the Lord, but deep down, they're not of the Lord, and they're not even in his spirit. So we're dealing with a really demonic, unfaithful generation which seeketh for a sign. And this is the sign that us brothers are cussing your ass out before your destruction. That's the sign. And all you guys that's with these guys that can't see they're corrupted now. And the scriptures say it's a blessing to get kicked out of synagogue. So we're not mad. Actually, we are happy, man, because that's in line with Yahawashi. So we're happy, bro. We're happy, man. You guys are stuck in there, and you guys are going to die in there too. We've been freed. We're not under bondage of men. You see, we're not in the flesh because. And another thing too, by guys being amongst these camps that's corrupt, guess what? You're in the flesh. You're not in the spirit. The spirit's not with guys. And the agenda that you guys are pushing, you're pushing the agenda of fear and what Esau wants. Esau wants you to concentrate on him and what he's going to do. while we concentrate on the Lord over here. Now, this is what the Lord said, Matthew 10:33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. And when you deny the Lord, one of the ways that you deny the Lord, you actually don't teach in his spirit. You don't emulate him. You don't teach to believe in him. When you're teaching the fear of what's going to happen in this world outside the body, outside the cup, and when you focus on these things outside the cup, that means you're denying the Lord and you're not giving brothers a resting place to actually believe in the Lord. That's what that means. When you say that we're not in a covenant or agreement with the Lord right now, you're denying the Lord, because how the fuck are we not going to get out of here without being in agreement with the Lord first? How we're not going to get out of here? Can you tell me that? You fucking guys out there, man, all you old motherfuckers and all you corrupt motherfuckers, man, all you guys, man, you guys are high level witches, man, and we see exactly what you guys are doing, and you're supposed to do that to the people. Anything that this devil lets out there mainstream, like for everybody, like it's on the forefront, you can't trust it. You can't trust it, man. So these guys out there mainstream, these big camps, you can't trust it either. Anything that call himself great in this world, and if the Lord kicked you out the synagogue, you're blessed. They try to flip it like it's a bad thing. According to what the Lord said, it's a good thing. That's why the Lord is against a lot of you guys, man, and you elders too. And we're going to see you guys, man. We're going to see you guys be destroyed. We're going to see you guys' destruction too. Yeah, so anything like mainstream and great and self-proclaimed and everybody's flocking to, you got to kind of get away from that. You got to actually get away from that, because there's Esau's there. Esau's not going to let nothing be like out there without him putting his fingers in it. That's why the true men of the Lord, they're not in camps. They're like scattered. You got to find them for now. It's going to be a point in time where you're not going to find us at all. You know, these videos won't be up at all, man. But for now, you brothers have access to the spirit. You better take it seriously, because everybody else, all these groups, your Nate, ISUBK, the great millstone, which the Lord is against that great shit. I don't see how guys can't really see, like, how they're not going off with that title. Guys are so much in the flesh, is you can't talk to them. They think they're in the spirit, but they actually are on the motherfucking gateway to hell. The gates of hell have already prevailed on guys because they're in the flesh. Now let me Matthew 10:33. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not that I come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So the men of the Lord that's on the earth right now, the spirit that they're going to be in the spirit of war, the spirit of the sword. Remember, the Lord said he was a man of war. So you got to understand the spirit of Yahawashi. It's not a laid back, old, calm and cool spirit with that old bullshit music guys play in the background to rock you asleep. That's what these old motherfuckers are doing. They're rocking you back to sleep, sitting at these parks, boring as hell with no spirit, trying to rock you back to sleep. Hey, the Lord sees you guys, man, and we see you. See, if you're not in the spirit, you can't see them because they're high level with their tricks. You see, they come smooth, but deep down, they're full of fucking deceit. That's what scriptures say. A man may hang his hand low like he humble, but deep down, he's full of deceits. And that's these old motherfuckers, man. That's these old motherfuckers. The Lord said he didn't come to sit and bring peace and speak smooth. The spirit of the Lord right now is the spirit of war. And that's how you pave the way for Yahawashi. Because when he come, he's not coming back smooth like you guys. You guys are not in the spirit of the Lord. You're denying the Lord. You're ashamed of the Lord. All you motherfuckers out there trying to teach the fear of what's coming in this world. The Lord just said right there, don't fucking fear what men can do to you. Don't worry about what the men can do to you. You fear the Lord. And when you fear the Lord, you're going to come in his spirit. All you guys, you don't fear the Lord. You're against the Lord, man. Matthew 10:35, the Lord is coming to bring division. That's what the Lord is about. When the Lord spoke, when you go into John 10, he was bringing the division. It was always about dividing the righteous from the wicked. And the majority of you guys are wicked, man. The majority of the world is wicked. 144,000, just to say going up against the world, the majority of the world are wicked. 1 out of 1,000, that's true. That's really true. Now it says, I have come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against his mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes should be the ones of his own household, right? The ones that's in this truth. And even in your life too. Even in your life. See, we have enemies on all sides. If you're part of the world, you're an enemy to us. And these camps are a part of the world because they're not in the spirit of Yahawashi. With the spirit of Yahawashi is the spirit of the sword right now. It's a warrior spirit. That's what the spirit of the Lord is. When you see guys get judged and all these things happening, that is the spirit of the Lord judging things. It says, and a man's foes shall be of his own household. He that loveth his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh up his cross and follow after me, he that taketh not up his cross and follow not after me is not worthy of me. And this is more than just doing videos every day. That's what guys trick you. They make you think that they're in the spirit because they do videos every day. That's a trick. Esau does news every day. That's why we say you guys are a bunch of newscasters and philosophy teachers. You're not prophets of the Lord because you're not even in the spirit. You're not even in the warrior spirit. But check this out. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life for my sake shall find it. So a lot of guys, they haven't lost their life because they're part of the world. They're great in this world. So you can't be great in this world and say you lost your life. What the fuck is that? So you're great and you're a part of organizations that's great, but you lost your life. Man, they have guys in a confused state. Babylon confusion. These camps are confusion because they're part of Babylon. Now it says, he that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. We're in a time now, if you really truly believe in a true man of the Lord or a man that the Lord have actually sent, you're gonna receive that man, which when you receive that man, you're gonna receive the Lord. It's all about believing now at this point. Because the world has so much wickedness in it. If you're able just to see who's the righteous is, that's going to mean a whole lot. That means a whole lot to the Lord. Now it says, he that receiveth prophets in the name of the prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. He that receives a man, he receives a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. So we're in a time for you receiving if you receive the righteous, then you're blessed. That's what time we're in. It says, and whosoever shall give to drink one of these little ones a cup of water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, in no wise lose, it says, in no wise lose his reward. So we're in that time where if you, just by you believing in a man of the Lord, in a true man of the Lord, you're going to receive his reward. But if you believe in these false camps and these prophets and these false elders and these guys that's wicked, they're not even in the spirit now. They're mainstream. They're teaching fear because they've been hooked up with Esau. And you better believe it, man. These guys, they're with Esau, and their job is to keep you out of the spirit, but in a nice way. See, the Lord is a man of war. He's not with that nice shit. That's why that clip 300 is to the cliffs, because we're in the spirit of pushing you guys off the cliff. As soon as you jump off that cliff and you got something to say, the Lord is going to be right at your ass. That's what time we in. Now this is Isaiah 29:9. It says, stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and have closed your eyes, and your prophets and your rulers and the seers have he covered. The Lord have covered the leaders of these camps and the leaders of these men. He's covered their eyes. He poured out the spirit of sleep on their ass because they have been swallowed up by the world. That's why those sinkholes opened up like a month ago. The sinkhole was opening up pretty bad all over, and nobody did to sit down on it. That represents number 16, because the Lord have closed these rulers and these so-called leaders and elders. He closed their eyes, and they're not in the spirit. So that's why you can't be The Lord swallowed down the famous camps. Okay, he swallowed down that famous camp. So if you're famous and great, the Lord swallowed you up. It says, and the vision of all has become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed. Rich men, right? Remember, these scriptures are what talking about our people. It was never about the other nations. It's only about the other nations when they come in and they conquer us. The Lord is that was the process to our people being wicked. This book is totally about Jerusalem. And Yahawashi is the main factor to this whole word. Yahawashi. And men are not walking like Yahawashi. They have used Yahawashi to make themselves great and to make them world friendly. That's why all these camps are wicked. Men are fucking wicked in this time. Now it says, and the vision of all is become to you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men delivered to one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I've learned not. Right. The spirit and certain things to this book is sealed to these guys. So that's why the Lord said the heavier matters of the law are more important than anything, because they're trying to the matters that they can't go in is sealed to their ass. That's why to substitute for that, they bring you these prophecies and history and the fear of what's happening in this world, which all those things are outside of you. The Lord taught in a way where you can believe from the inside and be able to see this thing, because we judge off of what the scriptures say. That's where the judgment and where the true sight is. When you can actually understand the spirit and what the Lord is saying, not what these camps and men is saying. Because their whole thing is not to get you to read. That's why they do sit downs every day, because they don't want you to actually read. They don't want you to study. Now it says, verse 13, it says, wherefore the Lord said, for as much as this nation draw near me with their mouth and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear towards me is taught by the precepts of men. Right? So men are not teaching you to fear the Lord. They're teaching you to fear what's going to happen in this world. What Esau got planned, because these guys are in the flesh. Every one of them. Every one of these guys. It says, therefore, behold, I will proceed. They're talking about Esau got his technology and all that shit, because these guys are in the flesh and they're with Esau, and this is their world, man. You got to read between the lines. Guys are not in the spirit of Yahawashi, because Yahawashi didn't teach fear of the enemy. He didn't excessively go into Esau. He never even said Esau one time. He never said the word Esau in none of his sermons in the Gospels. So guys are blatantly showing you they're not in the spirit. They're doing it. Subconsciously, they're showing you that they're not in the spirit of the Lord. You have to see that. That's why the Lord said it's not what's coming out of their mouth. It's not what go in, it's what's coming out. What's coming out of these guys is everything that lets you know that they're not following Yahawashi. That's what's coming out of guys. It says, for behold, I will proceed to do a marvelous work amongst this people, even a marvelous work and wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hidden. You hear that? So the wise men, these guys, they're going to perish, and the understanding of the prudent men shall be hid. It says, woe unto them. Right, and the ones that's actually of the Lord, the Lord is hiding them. So it's like the Matrix. You got to get to that phone booth. That's how it is right now, because the wicked are really dominating everything. The wicked dominate everything, man. Sports, entertainment, movies, media, rap, you name it. Now the truth is the same way. The truth is dominated by wickedness. Now you have to find a secret door. You see what I'm saying? So that's vision to see. So we give you discernment. We give you brother sight. But you have to look at it that way. You have to do as Morpheus said. We could only lead you to the door. Now it says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us? And who knoweth us? Who-wee? That's you guys, because you're in the flesh. We see you guys, though. We see you guys. The spirit is over here. You guys know the spirit's over here. It says, surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed of the potter's clay. Right, because the Lord had you do that to gather the world, the tares. It says, for shall the work say unto him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he have no understanding? You see that? It is not yet very a little while, and in Lebanon shall be turned to a fruitful field, and a fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest. As in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of the obscurity, out of darkness. The meek shall increase in their joy in the Lord, and the poor among the men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. It says, for the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is confused, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. That make a man an offender for the word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. And that's what these guys have done. They've turned away, guys, to believe in things that are nothing. And they are setting a snare. They're trapping you. These groups have become traps. They're traps for Satan. That's what these guys have done in these groups now. They're traps to keep you in the flesh. That's what these groups are. So you have to recognize what's going on. These groups are traps to keep you in the flesh, man. I'm sorry to say, but these groups are gateways to keep you in the flesh and to destroy you, man. That's what these groups have turned out to be. Proverbs 24:2. For their heart studieth destruction, and their lips talk mischief. Matter of fact, let's read Proverbs 24:1. Let's go into this real quick. It says, be not thou envious against evil men, neither desire to be with them. Right? These guys are evil, man. These guys are evil, man. You better believe it. Verse 2, for their heart study of destruction, and their lips talk of mischief. It says, through wisdom is an house building, and by understanding it is established. Knowledge shall be the chambers be filled, and all precious and pleasant riches. A wise man is strong, yea, a man of knowledge increases strength. For by wise counsel thou shalt make thy war, and in the multitude of counselors there is safety. Wisdom is too high for a fool, he openeth not his mouth of the gate. So the scripture tell you in verse 2, for their hearts study of destruction, and their lips talk mischief. These camps they're filled with wickedness to keep you in the flesh, not in the ways of Yahawashi. These camps, man, they're toxic right now. They're toxic. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I can't watch even like 2 minutes of guys. But we see where guys are at. That's what we see. Just like Saul prophesied in a wicked, evil spirit, these men are prophesying in a wicked, evil spirit right now. And they're wicked, man. Job 20:5, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of a hypocrite for a moment. So we're coming up on a time where the Lord is going to judge these men. Psalms 9:17, the wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forgot the Lord. You see that? So the scriptures say, before destruction, the men are prideful and haughty. And that's what we see, man. Before these guys be destroyed, you see the prideful spirit guys are in. Psalms 17:13. And this is what we ask the Lord. We're not in fear of Esau or none of you guys. We don't care about what's coming, because actually we're part of the judgment. Why do you think we're judging you guys? And according to what's that? 1 Peter 4:17. Judgment got to start with you guys first. You false prophets. And this is where the judgment is started. It's crazy. Psalm 26 and 5. I have hated the congregation of evildoers. That's what all these camps are. All these camps are congregations of evildoers. And I will not sit with the wicked, so you can't sit with the wicked. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint them, cast them down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So the wicked is the wicked is the sword of the Lord. And we're also the sword of the Lord by judging and purging those certain guys out. When the Lord said, I'll make you fishers of men, this is what he meant by it, because what's going to happen is it's a certain time where corruption is going to be so high where he had to set up certain guys in the spirit to fish out certain brothers that's seeking for the way. You see? So we're that way to go. We're that way to go. And for the wicked too. We're set out there as base for the wicked. So they can come over here and they can talk their shit, and so the Lord can destroy their ass even faster. Psalm 37 and 28, for the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. And with that, man, I'm going to get out of here. You brothers recognize that all these major camps are gateways to hell. And with that, shalom. To the cliffs. Shalom.